So, so KOF's getting new DLC, eh? Both are based off Saudi Arabia. The first is a Saudi Arabia themed fighter created by, I think, someone in a contest. And the second is based off a real life location called Masmak Fort in Saudi Arabia. This was the result of a contest that a company called Manga Productions held on social media. And what you did, you entered the contest. This was a Middle Eastern contest only, by the way. You created a character and you created a fort to be included in a upcoming fighting game. And obviously now we know that fighting game is the King of Fighters 14. And the character in question is called Najed or Najid. I'm not really sure how to pronounce it. The name is Najd. And like I said before, the stage is based off of the real-life location of Mamsak Fort, which is also located in Saudi Arabia. And apparently this was an investment deal between this Manga Productions character and SNK. So that's kind of interesting. But what do I think of this new character, Najid? She looks interesting. She doesn't really look like KOF. She looks like something that would have appeared during the Ash saga, definitely. She looks like she would have rolled with Dulon, or like been a part of his clan or whatever. I don't remember his lore, but I remember he was a part of some assassin clan or something like that. I gotta brush up on that. But she looks kind of like the sand guy too, Kukori. I never learned how to pronounce his name. But the dude who has the sand and he's edgy and he's got the hood, she looks a lot like him. But she also reminds me of Zato and Eddie from Guilty Gear a little bit with the weird coat manipulation. It definitely looks like she uses her coat to attack, like she creates like Eddie does in Guilty Gear. It creates little things like buzzsaws and stuff like that. That's how I kind of see how she'll be playing. She could. I mean, I'm not saying she'd be a puppet character. I don't even have we have a concept art sketch, but that's the vibe I'm getting. She looks kind of evil too. But it's cool that we're getting a new character and a new stage. It's just that personally, I feel I wish this was held off at least for another game. And what I mean by that is, I wish that they would have saved this character for KOF 15, because I feel that SNK being iffy on if they were going to support 14 with DLC or not kind of hurt the game, because now we had DLC way back a couple months ago, and now we're going to get new DLC, apparently just of this one character. And that's really spread out, and I don't think it's really worth. I feel like, honestly, it's a waste of a character to be putting it in this late into the game's lifespan. And now, I know I'm saying this late into the game's lifespan. It's only been a year and a couple months. But if we want to face reality, KOF 14 ain't the most popular game around. I love it, but it doesn't look like everyone else in the FGC does. And I kind of feel like it has some sort of negative stigma around it, definitely, because of the graphics. Now, the graphics don't look bad. That was just so overblown, and it was kind of funny to see what happened with MVCI earlier in the year, but I just feel like 14 has this stigma around it, and I think that if SNK just made a 15, started with a new fresh slate, had this character, it would be a lot better. But I'll talk about that in another video. I want to talk about the current state of affairs with the King of Fighters series and SNK's fighting games in general. That's not what this video is about. This video is about this new female fighter. And, well, I really don't have much else to say about her. There's very little details about it. I think it was cool that someone gets to have their creation put in a game. I think that's, the dream for, well, get their creation in anything. That's a pretty cool thing for an artist, you know? But I mean, now we go into Speculationville, and are we gonna get more DLC characters with this? Are we gonna get classic characters? I think it's rather unlikely, especially considering this was an investment deal between this manga productions company and SNK, and I'm getting my information from a tweet, mind you. So take this from a grain of salt. Take this with a grain of salt. Take this. Oh no, I said it right the first time. Take it with a grain of salt. But since it seems like they might have paid for this character and this stage to be put in the game, I don't really expect new characters. Because if I feel if there were new characters, like they were bringing back classic characters like Blue Mary, Shingo, Shen, Ash, characters like that, they would have announced it in a better way. The way we're getting this now is that it was like a contest they held. So I think we're only gonna be getting the one character. Although I would like to have Shingo, Blue Mary, Ash, Oswald, Shen in the game. It's just I feel people are being a little bit too optimistic. I think the best we can hope for from an realist standpoint is we're gonna get the new character, we're gonna get the new stage, and hopefully we'll get a balance patch for 14. Even though I feel 14 is in a pretty good spot right now, a couple things can be adjusted. No game is perfect, you know. But honestly, that's it. In closing, I think the character looks interesting. I hope she has a cool playstyle. Now that I think of it, I really kind of hope she plays a little bit like Zato, like, you know, like the puppet style character. Not exactly I want her to be like a puppet character, but I want her to have like long ass limbs. Kind of like how Whip is, kind of like how, if you've ever played Under Night, Gordo, I want her to have like giant normals. Although I don't know how that would work in KOF, but I mean, I can't really say much. I have a picture to work with. I got some concept art. So, what do you guys think of this new character? Are you excited? Do you think we're gonna get more characters? I don't think we're gonna get more characters. I think we're gonna get this character, the stage, and the balance patch. But that's just me. Maybe you guys have some other ideas. I said I was gonna cover the original 4 DLC characters back when I made that Yamazaki video, and I never did, and that was because I was lazy. But you know what? This is a promise to everyone who watches this video and to myself. I will make something about this character when she comes out. Definitely, because her design looks interesting. Let's just hope she plays cool. That's all you can really hope. I mean, a character could have like the blandest design ever and have the coolest moveset in the world. So who knows. Anyway, that's it for this video. I'm just gonna end it here.